At some point, she finally decided to go all in. He never wants her to leave when they spend time together. I want to share the success story of one of my clients who's now back together in a relationship with her specific person, her true love, her mirror soul, because I know some of you may be in fear, thinking that the circumstance is final, the argument that you guys had final, maybe there were multiple separations, things went too far, they can't turn around. We live far apart from each other, or, well, I'm a man and most of the success stories I hear are of women, so maybe this doesn't work if I'm a man and I'm manifesting a woman. Or, we are 6 years apart in our ages. They are an avoidance. All of these things, all of these labels that you've projected onto people, and all of these circumstances that you think makes it final, all illusory. None of it is solid or fixed because nothing is actually solid or fixed. Okay. So I'm going to share this. I intend that this helps. Before I do, if you do love my content, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow. If you want me to be your coach to help you manifest anything related to your true love specific person, mirror soul, as I like to refer to it on my channel, email a short description to kim@coreunion.com. Go to the website, coreunion.com. I just thought of something funny. Book whatever you want to book. My scheduling assistant, Olga, will get back to you with my next available session. So you guys know that I don't like the term twin flame because it carries a lot of emotional charge and comes along with a lot of story and narratives. So for me, it just came naturally to call it mirror soul because that's exactly what your truest love is. And even when I was younger, I felt my mirror soul within me. And then after meeting them, so many things that I was naturally drawn to and attracted to then made sense. But up until that point, it didn't make sense. Even when I had manifested my interior design business with not even a day of experience, no school, no retail experience, no degree in business, just this deep desire to want to prove that anybody can do anything if it's in your heart and soul. That was literally the mission. So anyway, after 15 years of being in business, of it being award winning and making $100,000 a month and learning from mistakes, it was finally time for me to quit that and become a guide and a teacher. So this is after 15 years of this real life experiment using myself as the guinea pig, manifesting the $100,000 a month, different things with my health. I had a rotator cuff tear. I fell. I tore my rotator cuff. I had an MRI. So anatomically, I wouldn't be able to move until I got this repaired and get surgery. But anyway, I was like, no, F that. I'm not getting that surgery. There's too much proof for me that it fails. And so I learned about an injection that you can get of your stem cells being removed from your hip and injected into any part of your body. So I kept imagining that I got that done. I just literally kept imagining that I got that done. And then I would do my own little exercises. It's almost like I was guided in what to do or whatever. So anyway, after a certain amount of time, I didn't need to get surgery. My rotator cuff healed. Whatever you dominantly stay aware of, you are choosing and selecting, and you will experience that. So anyway, after going through these years and years of learning, that's where I was. So I brought myself back. I manifested not only healing in my body, but homes, cars, the lifestyle. So the money, the fun, the this, the that, all of that stuff was what I wanted back then. I proved it to myself so I can actually guide people to have a transformation within themselves, to release all of the stories and the layers of the limiting beliefs of the ego programming that's held you down all of your life, that's prevented you from being able to experience who you truly are, the money that you deserve, the health that you deserve, the relationships that you deserve, all of it on every level. Even let me just even give you another before I share this with the client. I promise you, I'm going to get to the thing with the client and her specific person. It's just going to be bullet points because she's going to be emailing me the entire thing so I can share with you. But like for example, I manifested a Range Rover Evoque back in 2018. I still have it. It's mine. I love it. So, I manifested the Range Rover Evoque and I test drove the Mini and I was like, someday I'm going to have one of these. I always thought that I was going to get a black one with brown leather interior. But before I manifested this home that I'm doing this video from, which I love, the home is this beautiful Mediterranean style stucco home. It's very rare for the area that I'm living in. It's exactly what I wanted. But anyway, before I manifested this home and moved in here, I started to get clearer of having a second car, a Mini. And I was imagining me and my Mirasol going for rides in it. And again, I was seeing it as black with brown leather interior. And then right before I physically moved, I went to a car dealership and I saw one in this British racing green and I fell in love with it with the brown leather interior. But it didn't have the entertainment package that I wanted. So anyway, in my mind, what I wanted, I researched a little and it was kind of rare to find. I called a few different Mini dealerships. I really wanted to buy it from a Mini dealership. So anyway, trying to make this really fast so I can get to my client because I know you guys really want to hear this. A few weeks back, I was just imagining something related to this park that is my sanctuary. It's like a slice of heaven. I go there to decompress. But I was imagining going on a picnic there. And instead of imagining me being in the Range Rover Evoque, I automatically kind of sensed and felt like I was in the green Mini with the iconic sport package with all the options that I wanted. So it's very specific and again, not easy to find. So I naturally let myself go with it. And then I was naturally imagining it in my garage next to my Range Rover. I imagined having it. I felt myself in it. I heard the engine. I saw the lights, the ambient entertainment package lights, driving windows down at night, playing music, all of it. So I incorporated in my inner work in the morning as well as throughout the day. Felt it. So now I own both cars. This is what I'm embodying. I go online and I Google it. I get a result of a few, but they don't have everything that I want, all of it. So 4 doors, the iconic package with all the options that I want, the specific green, the specific brown leather interior, the specific wheels, all of it. I end up, so I'm seeing it all. And then suddenly I see one that's very close, but it's at a dealership in Florida. So it's not at a Mini dealership, is what I really wanted was for it to be at a Mini dealership. I end up clicking on it though, and I'm like, that's very close. 2 doors though, not 4 doors, a darker green, so not really what I wanted. And even though the one that I want does have the racing stripes and stuff, this one for some reason, it felt more boyish than I want. I don't know if that makes sense, but I still liked it. I liked it a lot. So I went ahead and I kind of asked questions about it. And now we're going back and forth and we're talking about making a deal. After a certain amount of time, I couldn't get past this feeling, though, that it just something about it didn't feel right. I didn't like the dealership at all. I felt that they were dishonest people. I really did. I kept imagining getting it and then like prying off the name of their dealership because I didn't want to have anything to do with them. So I was like, no, F this. I don't want anything to do with this. I don't want anything to do with this at all. And then I got very clear about this. This is not my self-concept in terms of not getting what I want or this or that. This is simply a concept that I have about this particular dealership. Okay. But what I decided was I want what I want. My desire is done. I already have it. And I just, like I said, literally said, F all this. When I did that, I swear to you, 10 minutes later, I went online and the very first thing that I see is the exact four doors, the right green, every option that I want, less mileage. It's practically brand new considering the year that it is. It has everything that I wanted, plus more again. And it was from a mini dealership. So I didn't worry about, oh my God, what is this saying about me and my concept of myself? It wasn't a self concept. It was a story that I had specifically about the dealership. It didn't feel good to me. And what I truly wanted was it to be from a mini dealership, again, without going back and repeating what I just said. So within a few minutes, I reach right out. I get the salesman on the phone. I tell him what I want. I tell him the terms that I want. He's so incredibly helpful and respectful. He gets me a video right away of the whole car inside and out, puts the deal together exactly the terms that I wanted. And they just got this in. They literally just got this in. Not only that, but he sent me the entire deal and he took about $3,000 off without me even asking. It's going to be delivered to me now Saturday. I haven't stopped obsessing about it. I haven't stopped imagining it in the garage. I haven't stopped imagining looking at the steering wheel with the red stitching and looking at all of the little controls and driving it and hearing the engine, how it is, and feeling how it handles on the curves in the road and listening to music with the windows down. Okay. I haven't stopped imagining. So I don't know why sometimes. So, okay, the reason why I'm sharing this is because this is how I've manifested everything that in my life for decades. So, with my client, basically in a nutshell, she was in separation and blocked by her mirror soul. Let's just say, for the sake of the video, several months to a year or so. You know, when we worked together, we uncovered all of her limiting beliefs that the root causes were from when she was growing up. I gave her the tools to release and let go of this old ego programming and the old awareness, the old identity. And we recreated the new version of her in the reality of the relationship and specifically about her mirror soul. And then I gave her the infrastructure so she could be consistent. At some point, she finally decided to go all in, to truly let go of all of it. Because, of course, like everybody, of course, at first, maybe for a certain amount of months after we worked together, you know, she was doing a lot of wavering, letting go, probably still doing all the things that we try to say to stop doing. But at some point, she said, no, F all this. I'm going all in with this. And she took it very seriously. And as she said it, she really believed in the coaching that we were doing together. Not only does he always want to spend time with her, he's affectionate, he's expressive with how much he feels for her. He's providing for her, wanting to get her things when he sees that she wants something. He wants to get it for her. He never wants her to leave when they spend time together. As she said, she can feel it and tell based on the things that he's saying and just how he is with her. Not only does he never want her to leave when they're together, but he wants to move in together now. The only little thing that she brought up was the only thing that sometimes gets to me is the lack of consistency in like the texting and maybe the phone calls. But we are spending almost all the weekends together. So we're spending time consistently together. One of the things that she mentioned was when she was really in her feelings, almost measuring how he never texts, he never reaches out. I'm the one who always has to reach out. But as soon as I do reach out, he responds right away. One of the times where she was really in her feelings about this, and this was so funny. She said that I don't know how much time passed. Eventually, she was talking to her mirror soul, and she put two and two together, where when she was really being very hyper vigilant and measuring, let's just say, for example, it was like a Monday at noon. I don't know exactly when it was. Once she did start communicating and spending time with her mirror soul, he said something to the effect of how he reached out to her. It was around that same exact time. And she said, I never got the text. What she ended up finding out was that he looked and he said, I actually accidentally sent it to your brother. I don't know why. So you see how because she was in the identity of not receiving text messages from him, she couldn't experience even when he was trying to text her because his text accidentally went to her brother. That's just a little bit of a funny observation that she had. So let go of all the layers and the lies and the ego programming because it's not who you truly are. You are divine perfection. You are a masterpiece. You're healed enough. You're whole. You're complete. Nothing and no one outside of you can be the source of love because God, universe, source, infinite intelligence, your creator is the source of everything. So, in other words, your mirror soul, your divine equal counterpart was created already to love you. You guys were already created to love each other. It is God loving you through your divine equal other half, your divine counterpart, your mirror soul. So it's God loving you through that vessel that you know as your other half. And how I like to think of it is you are one with everyone, all of your divine messengers in your reality, everything you experience. But it's like when it's your true love, it's your other half. It's like you guys are the exact same soul, but in two different bodies, basically. Okay, so what you feel, they feel. If you are insecure, like with my client, she was getting a little in her feelings and insecure that why isn't he reaching out? Why does it always have to be me? So you can argue with me if you want. It's totally fine. I'm still here for you. But I believe while she's a little bit insecure about texting, he's a little bit insecure about texting. And so it's up to you if you're watching this video, no matter who you are, no matter what your circumstances, if you're watching this video, this is up to you to make a decision and stick to it. Stop projecting labels and stories of your past onto your true love. Let all that go. Forgive them, forgive yourself, go all in and stay in. I know that wavering is normal, but eventually you need to just lock it in. Okay. So affirm down below. I know that we were created to love each other. We love each other equally. Our life together is everything we've always wanted. Add whatever you want to add to it. Reach out to me if you need me. I love you. I intend that this video helped. Bye.